On this channel, we've looked at generator speeds quite a lot. We've also looked at skill checks. But with 4.6.0, there's a new meta in town, and the jin-lee perk Fast Track makes a super fast, game-breaking gen repair possible. Fast Track gains 3 tokens every time another survivor is hooked. When completing a great skill check, all of your tokens are consumed, and each token you had grants plus 1% progression to the gen. That's a maximum of 27% progression in a single great skill check. Great skill checks and gens already grant 1% bonus progression, and the perk Stakeout gains a token for every 15 seconds you're in the killer's terror radius, up to a maximum of 4 tokens, and when hitting a good skill check, a token is consumed in exchange for that skill check being considered great and granting a further 1% bonus progression. So that's a guaranteed great skill check resulting in 29% bonus progression. We could push this even further by having every survivor take Fast Track. It reduces our total bonus from the perk to 18% or 20% with Stakeout and the default great skill check progression bonus. So if we get a skill check immediately, that's 80% progression within seconds. The last 20% can be made up using brand new parts, which in theory grant up to 25% progression, but as discussed previously, the tooltip for BMPs aren't accurate to their actual in-game effect or are otherwise confusingly written. It'll still push us to the point of completing the generator here though. Let's throw on Prove Thyself for one survivor and Resilience for the others just to make things even zoomier. Finally, in order to increase skill check chance, we can take Spine Chill, which gives a plus 10% chance when being looked at by the killer, and Unnerving Presence, which gives a further 10% chance when in the killer's terror radius. So let's break this game, shall we? All we need to do is have each survivor hooked twice, have each survivor gain at least 1 stack of Stakeout, have everyone injured, and use their BMP at the same time. Doesn't even really matter if someone misses the BMP skill check, as one person on their own will repair enough to make up the percentage we need. Let's take a look. Ready? Everyone install your brand new part in 3, 2, 1, go.
How did no one fail a skill check?
Skill check. So, yep, you can now once again repair a generator within seconds. It's also worth pointing out here that hitting the brand new part skill checks counted as great skill checks, thus consuming our Fast Track tokens, but didn't consume our Stakeout tokens for the extra 1%. Today's question comes from DBD Vids, who asks, what editing software do you use? Historically, I've used both Final Cut Pro and Vegas Pro. When I first started the channel, I used Final Cut, but it ran extremely slowly, basically forcing me to use Vegas Pro. Vegas is garbage software that's horrendously unstable and freezes and crashes constantly, regardless of your hardware. But I've been using it since I was literally 8 years old, so I'm super fast with it and know how to get around the majority of its drawbacks. And there are a lot of drawbacks. However, as I've recently purchased an M1 MacBook Air, which somehow, despite being a thin and light laptop, is able to edit 1080p 60fps videos without stuttering for even a moment, even when things get complex. So if you notice a few style changes from my last video onwards, that's the reason why. I'm now editing on Final Cut Pro again. I'm still creating my thumbnails in Vegas Pro, however, as I really love the default lens flare and text plugins. As well as the names on screen right now, I'd like to thank my patrons Pigeon and Spikio Pro, as well as Gem Rushers Club and Miz the Entity members, Lewis Hernan, Merciless Cheeseburger, Santi Gamer, Spikio Pro, Alia E, and Cooge. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the hopefully less throat aching next one. Turn it sideways. Oh, it's the Among Us guy! Dude, it looks like Among Us.